I believe that nothing in life is truly worthwhile unless you take risks. Nelson Mandela famously said, "There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." As you reflect on your journey through school, college applications, and choices about your future, I'm sure you've heard the common advice. Make sure you have something to fall back on. But I challenge that notion. If I'm going to fall, I'd rather fall forward so I can see what's ahead of me. Without consistency, you will never see things through. So, pursue what you are genuinely passionate about. Take chances and don't fear failure. There's an old IQ test with 9 dots where the challenge is to connect them using 5 straight lines without lifting your pencil. The solution requires thinking outside the box. Don't be afraid to dream big, but remember that dreams without goals are just wishes. Consider baseball legend Reggie Jackson, who struck out over 2,600 times, the most in history. Yet, we remember his home runs, not his missed opportunities. Similarly, Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments before inventing the light bulb. Each failure brings you closer to success. You will face failure, embarrassment, and setbacks at some point in your life. It's inevitable. While this might not be the conventional message for a graduation ceremony, I encourage you to embrace it. Early in my acting career, I auditioned for a Broadway musical, convinced I was perfect for the role, except for one thing. I couldn't sing. I didn't get the part, but I didn't give up. Instead, I prepared for the next audition and the one after that. I prayed and persevered through countless failures, knowing the saying, "Hang around the barber shop long enough and sooner or later, you'll get a haircut." And eventually, I did. Last year, I performed in Fences on Broadway, at the very theater where I once auditioned and failed 30 years earlier. The point is this: every graduate here today possesses the training and talent for success. The key question is, do you have the guts to face failure? If you aren't failing, you aren't truly trying. Imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed. Surrounding you are the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential, the ideas you never acted upon, the talents you left untapped. They stand there disappointed and upset, reminding you that you had the power to bring them to life. So I ask you, how many ghosts will be around your bed when your time comes? I recently visited South Africa, a beautiful place, though marred by poverty. And that's just one part of a global tapestry that needs your help. Countries from the Middle East to Alabama require your engagement and support. The world is counting on you, the younger generation, to step up. What will you do with what you have? You may have knowledge, kindness, time, or resilience. Consider what you'll accomplish with those gifts. Now, let's talk about failures as a means of discovery. My own path wasn't linear. I started at Fordham University as a pre-med student but struggled tremendously. At one point, with a GPA of just 1.8, my university suggested taking time off. At my lowest, an elderly woman in my mother's beauty shop looked at me and said, "Young man, I have a prophecy. You will travel the world and speak to millions." Years later, that prophecy has come true. I have spoken to countless audiences. I see potential in all of you today, and it encourages me. Taking risks is about more than pursuing a job. It's about recognizing what you know and who you are. It's about being open to new experiences and the people around you. The chances you take, the relationships you build, and the faith you nurture, all of that will define you. So, never get discouraged. Give everything you have. And when you stumble along the way, remember, always fall forward.